It's already starting, and most people have absolutely no idea how fast this shift is unfolding right in front of their eyes. Because what's happening behind the scenes with the Iraqi dinar, the government's economic master plan, and the 2025 RV movement is far bigger, far deeper, and far more coordinated than anyone expected. So before we dive into this revealing breakdown, make sure you watch this video till the end and hit the like button, because the information you're about to hear is based on verified developments, economic reforms, and global fiscal trends that are shaping the future of Iraq's currency strategy. And your support helps this important content reach more viewers who are tracking the dinar news closely, especially now when the signs of strategic financial restructuring are becoming more visible than ever. Over the last year, Iraq has been gradually positioning itself for a stronger and more stable financial framework, including moves to stabilize foreign reserves, regulate the flow of USD within local markets, and expand global partnerships that directly influence the value and demand of the dinar. And while many people online spread rumors or unrealistic expectations, the truth is that real change happens slowly, quietly, and institutionally, exactly how Iraq has been building it. Government officials have repeatedly emphasized the importance of strengthening domestic production, reducing reliance on imports, and cleaning up the financial system from unregulated currency channels, which was one of the biggest obstacles slowing down their economic progress. As we analyze the 2025 projections, it becomes clear that Iraq is focusing heavily on digital systems, international banking compliance, and creating the type of financial transparency that global markets require before any major currency adjustment is even considered. Meanwhile, the Central Bank of Iraq has been reinforcing reserves in gold and foreign currency holdings to maintain stability, a critical factor for long-term economic confidence, and international reports indicate that Iraq's yearly growth trajectory is moving upward due to increased oil production contracts, diversification efforts, and stronger regional partnerships. What we're witnessing now is not speculation. It's a structured transition phase where Iraq is attempting to modernize its financial identity on the global stage, and those watching the RV movement closely have begun noticing certain recurring indicators: tighter monetary policies, controlled exchange systems, and plans for digital dinar platforms that boost oversight and reduce currency manipulation. While this doesn't confirm any specific timeline, it does paint a picture of a nation preparing for larger monetary reforms that require stability, compliance, and transparent financial governance. As we move into 2025, expert analysts point out that the global currency environment itself is shifting due to inflation management in major economies, fluctuating dollar strength, and geopolitical restructuring across oil-producing nations, all of which indirectly influence how Iraq shapes its economic roadmap. This is why staying informed with accurate data, not hype, is essential. Right now, the signs that the RV movement is shifting into a more active stage are subtle but undeniable, and anyone paying close attention to the official announcements, market behaviors, and government restructuring can see that Iraq is clearly preparing to elevate its financial infrastructure to meet international standards. And this isn't speculation. It's a measurable sequence of policy decisions aligned with global economic protocols that must be implemented before any currency revaluation becomes plausible. Over the last few months, Iraq's government has expanded its collaboration with international auditing systems, enhanced SWIFT compliance procedures, and launched new trade frameworks that strengthen the role of the dinar in domestic transactions, all while reducing the dependence on the USD for internal market operations. This transition is crucial because the overuse of USD in local markets created imbalances that the government needed to fix before stabilizing the dinar's international appeal. Furthermore, Iraq's push for digital trade settlement systems is a significant indicator of modernization, as digital transparency minimizes illegal currency flow, enhances monitoring of cross-border transactions, and boosts the trust of international financial institutions, which is necessary for future valuation considerations. Several economic advisors have emphasized that Iraq's goal is not merely to adjust the currency, but to restructure the entire financial sector to ensure long-term economic sovereignty and reduce vulnerabilities rooted in outdated systems. Add to this the increasing levels of foreign investment interest in Iraq's energy, transport, and reconstruction sectors, and you can see why 2025 is expected to be a transformative period for the nation's economic identity. As global energy demand rises, Iraq's position as a major oil producer strengthens its ability to leverage long-term contracts that support stronger currency reserves, and with each successful agreement, the central bank gains more tools to stabilize monetary policy. This is where the RV watchers need to pay attention. Stability always comes before valuation adjustment, and the indicators of stability are now more visible than they've been in years. Of course, this doesn't confirm a sudden or dramatic RV, because no legitimate expert claims specific dates, but what can be confirmed is that Iraq's monetary reforms are moving in a direction consistent with stronger currency positioning over time. As inflation slows, reserves grow, digital systems integrate, and USD dependency decreases, the foundation for a revaluation scenario becomes structurally more possible, not guaranteed, but strategically aligned. This is why staying updated on credible economic sources matters more than ever. And in this video, we continue to decode the latest government signals and most reveal what stage Iraq is. The question everyone is asking is whether Iraq's 2025 economic master plan shows direct indications of a potential RV. And while no government in the world announces revaluation timelines publicly, the actions, reforms, and policies implemented over the last year clearly show that Iraq is positioning itself for a stronger, more globally integrated currency environment, and that alone is monumental progress compared to previous years. The government's continued focus on stabilizing domestic markets, increasing transparency, and expanding economic diversification plays a major role in shaping the long-term value of the dinar, and the global financial community is gradually acknowledging the progress Iraq is making. For instance, the push for digitizing customs payments, modernizing border trade systems, strengthening international banking connections, and enhancing oil revenue management all suggest that Iraq is working hard to reduce financial leaks and expand its regulatory framework. These steps may seem technical to the average viewer, but they are foundational building blocks for any country aiming to enhance currency strength. Additionally, Iraq's active negotiations with international partners, new energy corridor agreements, and investment incentives for foreign companies indicate that the nation is preparing for long-term economic expansion, which naturally boosts the potential stability of the dinar. As more sectors grow beyond oil, such as agriculture, transport, energy distribution, and services, the country becomes less dependent on a single revenue source, making monetary stability more achievable. What analysts are highlighting is the alignment between Iraq's internal reforms and the global economic climate of 2025, where many countries are restructuring financial systems, strengthening digital transparency, and reducing inflation. This creates an environment where emerging markets like Iraq can gain stronger relevance in global trade, and with increased global participation, the value and demand of the dinar could gradually reflect the improvements happening nationwide. While the RV community often looks for dramatic announcements, the truth is that real economic growth is a step-by-step process, and Iraq is finally taking those steps with consistency and direction. As observers, our role is to watch the indicators, study the official decisions, and understand the economic logic behind each movement rather than relying on rumors or hype.